Hey, how you doing today, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is Alex, MTV Alex, and today got the action behind me, progress build coming up, and what we're gonna be doing today is go ahead and install the group set. That includes the shifter, cassette, derailleur, cables, all that. Might as well go ahead and throw in the pedals and the grips. But before I do that, please go ahead and consider subscribing if you haven't done so. Also turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any future content. And if you want to support the channel, you know, link down in the description. Other than that, let's get this started. So for this build, for this group set, I'm gonna be installing a group set that I got from AliExpress. And for this thing, I paid $168.06. I have had this again for a while now, probably 4 or 5 months. I was gonna put it on one of my other bikes, but never got into it before I sold them. So this is what I got. This right here is a 11-speed group set, a Sensah CRX Pro with a long cage. It it doesn't have a clutch, but it has points right here, medium, mid, and max. I guess you can adjust that for the for this right here, and I think the adjustment is gonna be right here on the side with this screw right there. And this is a shifter. It's 11-speed shifter, CRX Pro, 11-speed. It came with the chain, 11-speed chain, and the cassette. It's a Sunshine 11 to 50 tooth cassette. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be using this one or the used one that I had, but what's interesting about this is that this thing looks a lot like the BoxTwo that I had, or that I actually still have. So this is supposed to be like a budget group set, and if I look at these things, look at these things. This is the box. This is a CRX. Look at the handles, look at the way it's mounted, look at the thumb and shift, the index. It can be thumb or index shifting, just like this one, the BoxTwo. Same functions and everything as well. Now, if we look at the derailleur and compare the derailleurs, look at these two things. Look at these two things. They look pretty darn similar. And again, this one also didn't have a clutch, but it's hard enough that I never had any problems with chain slapping. So I want to try this out, do a review once the build is complete, and then just go from there. If it doesn't work out, if I don't like it, but I think this is actually gonna be a really good group set for the price as well. Now the easier part right here is to go ahead and remove the rear wheel and install the cassette. Now for that, I'm gonna have to use a spacer that came with the original WTV wheel set, because I learned from my mistakes on the previous Axum. Without this spacer, the cassette will be wobbly. So I know that I need to use this. And well, just like before, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the old one, because there's no need to use a brand new one. I can probably use this for something else later on. Now, yes, this is the same one that I had since. It's the same brand, Sunshine 11 to 50. The only thing with this one is that back when I had the XR Pro, when my derailleur broke, I don't know what happened. I broke a tooth. However, when I had the Axum, I never had any issues. So I'm gonna keep using this until I need to replace it, because why not? Hub. There you go. Wheel is back on. Now I'm gonna move and go ahead and install the derailleur. Now there's the stop right there, that goes, let's see how it goes in this one and figure it out. Let's go ahead and put this on. Okay, so that little lever goes right here, like up against the derailleur, because at the bottom, right there at the bottom, that's where the B screw is gonna be for the adjustment. So that's perfect right there. Now, next up is the shifter, and I got new shifter housing. Super simple. I'm not gonna put this on the video, but I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the shifter housing. I bought it from, and it comes with the cable and the little end pieces and everything. I paid like $8-9 on Amazon Prime. So this is the cable housing that I'm gonna be using, I guess. You gotta put it under the brake, and then you can do the final adjustment as you prefer later on. Now, just in case you didn't know, the shifter cable is different than the brake cable. The shifter cable, these things right here, the end that goes on the actual shifter, they're way smaller than the ones that go on the brake cables right there. So you gotta be paying attention to that. And it comes like so. You just put in the end caps. It should be ready to go. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, make sure I have enough space for it to clear, just in case, and pass it through here so that it comes out on the other side. It's gonna come out on that side. Now you might want to put some silicone, Teflon lubricant, something like that. It helps a lot. Now see, it comes out. Now this thing also comes with these little garments that I usually see black. However, this came like that, and these are gonna go like right here where the cable is gonna be bare, and that's just to protect the frame, just in case there's any chain slap, any slapping or anything like that. Make sure it's tightened up the whole time. Once you get to this side, you're gonna cut another little piece right here, because from here to here has to be covered. And the good thing is that this is not a dual suspension, so there's not gonna be any flexing from here to here, so you can just cut the exact size. Now you can find cable housing in many different colors. I just wanted to keep it black. Now before I can hook up the cable, I need to put my chain on. This chain came on it, and I think it has the missing link in here. So this is pretty easy to put on. Right here, here's my missing link. It came with the kit. And we're gonna go ahead and put that. I'm gonna make a separate video on how to actually size this the correct way. A lot of people just put it over the largest cog at the rear and then cut like 5 extra links and then put it through the derailleur. I'm gonna show you on the next video, on a separate video, I don't know if it's gonna be the next one, but the proper way to size a chain using a mathematical formula. So for this, if you have a chain tool, it's even easier. If you don't, you can still do it without. But if you have it, might as well use it. I'm gonna put on the smallest cog for now, because that's how I need to align it. And let me show you exactly how it goes on the jockey wheel. It goes behind the jockey wheel, and then you push it inside the cage. There's a little bit of a metal piece right there. You want to put it inside, because otherwise it's just gonna be rubbing, and you might have actually adjustment issues if you don't do it like this. And then jockey wheel right here on the bottom, pull it down, and it should go like so. Pretty simple. You come out like this, then make an S, go outside the top jockey wheel, and then at the bottom you have this little metal piece. You gotta go inside that metal piece so that it makes another S, like so, and then you can come back down, and then you just connect the two ends. So for this, you're just gonna put one side of the missing link on one of them and the other side of the missing link on the other one. And then once I do the formula on the next video, I will size this and it should be perfect. This is gonna be a little bit too long, but it's fine for now. And pull that out, and we have a chain installed. Now it's looking more like a bike. All right, so on to hooking the, apparently we have this guide right there, and I'm gonna make sure that on my shifter I'm on the highest gear. This is the high, low, because that's where we're gonna do the adjustment. Most derailleurs are gonna be the same principle. You just gotta hook it up and tighten it up on the thing right there. I can't see how this thing is gonna go. We usually don't want this coming out towards the back. That's kind of weird. Okay, that's new. You see that? You push it in through the channel back here and it comes out over here. That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. So something new that I learned today. Now this time, make sure you pull, make sure all your cables, everything is completely straight. And you want to make sure that the top jockey wheel is aligned with the highest gear. Once it is, you can go ahead and tighten it up, and we should be almost pretty close to perfect. So let me go ahead and tighten this up. I like that, how that thing comes out. So from there, all we gotta do is test it for the first time, and then we can adjust the high and the low if we need to. And let's see how this thing goes. So we're gonna start shifting. Now this is a new cable, so it's gonna stretch on the first few rides. So we're gonna have to readjust. All right, so that's going well for now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put in some pedals and some grips real quick and show you the almost finished product. I'm gonna do the tuning and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna do it off camera, or if you want me to make a video on how to do the final tuning, let me know down in the comments below, and I might be able to do something about it. Other than that, let me go ahead and put the grips and the pedals, and almost done with this project. Now for the grips, I'm gonna be using some race face half Nelsons. I have this now on my Polygon 6QT8. I have some black ones. I have some orange one on my Polygon Mount Bromo N7. And I kind of like them a lot now. So they're like around $17 plus taxes on Amazon, something like that. I'll leave out an affiliate link down below. And for my pedals, I'm gonna be using some Biking. These are also like $16.98 plus tax on Amazon. The tread is super nice, nylon, they're super durable. I have them on some other bikes, and I cannot complain about these pedals. Every time I can find this at a low price, I buy me a pair because they're so nice. They have also different colors, so make sure you check this out. I'll leave a link down in the an affiliate link for the Amazon down below. Again, don't forget to grease this up a little bit and put them on the right side. Their label R for right, L for left. So this is how this thing's looking. All I gotta do is put in the dropper post, dial it in, cable management, and it's good to go. But look at how this thing is looking. I did order some new tires. We'll see how they look. But for now, these have plenty of tread. Everything's looking sweet. Everything's where it's supposed to go. I can't wait to start riding this thing. So again, I'm gonna try to make a video about proper chain sizing using the mathematical formula. That way you guys know exactly how many links you need depending on your front chain ring and your cassette. There's a formula that matches all that. Stay tuned, that video is coming up soon. Other than that, I hope that you like this video. If you like, give it a like. If you wanna support the channel, there's a link down in the description. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any future content. Other than that, that is it for this one, guys. And I'll see you on the trails. Goodbye. Say bye.
Bye.
Alex.